All right, Cancers, listen up because 2026 is going to be a huge year for you. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what the stars have in store and what your unique karmic path looks like.
But this is so much more than just a simple prediction. Think of this as your personal roadmap to understanding the year's challenges and, way more importantly, its absolutely incredible opportunities. We're going to look at everything from your karmic lessons to your finances and how to find harmony.
And really, this gets to the absolute core of what we're talking about today, your own power. How much of your destiny is already written in the stars, and how much of it do you get to write yourself? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so before we can look forward, we've got to look inward. To really get a grip on your future, first we have to understand your foundation. So let's kick things off with the fundamentals of what it means to be a Cancer.
So if you think of the zodiac as a 12-step journey, Cancers, you guys are stage 4. And this stage is all about creating that sense of home, putting down roots, and really building those safe, comfortable walls around you. Your whole mission, really, is to establish security and create clear boundaries for you and the people you love.
Now think of these traits as your superpowers, because you have an incredible toolkit. You're known as the most intuitive sign out there. You're the natural keepers of family traditions, and you have this incredibly strong sense of duty. You also tend to attract amazing support from women and mentors in your life, and you've got this deep philosophical way of looking at the world. These are the strengths you're bringing into 2026.
Okay, so now let's get into the big theme for 2026. For you, this year isn't just another spin around the sun. You can think of it as a big karmic exam, a year for some really deep understanding. And when we say karma, what are we really talking about? Well, at its heart, it's that ancient universal law. What you sow, you will reap. It's that simple. Your actions from the past and the ones you're taking right now are literally creating your future.
Okay, and this is maybe the most important thing you'll hear today. Your fate is not set in stone. Get this, ancient texts suggest that a whopping 28% of your destiny is totally flexible. I mean, think about that. That is a huge chunk that you can directly influence with your choices and your actions. That's where your real power is. So, the energy we're feeling in 2026 didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's actually part of a much bigger astrological cycle that kicked off way back in late 2023. This whole window of time, which wraps up on April 15th, 2026, is packed with opportunity, especially when it comes to your income. And 2026 itself, well, that's the absolute peak, the major turning point of this whole thing. All right, with that cosmic backdrop set, let's dive into the area that's always number one for Cancers, your family and your relationships, and the karmic lessons waiting for you there. So get ready, because in 2026, the people closest to you, we're talking romantic partners, business partners, you name it, they're going to be like mirrors, reflecting the karmic work you need to do. It's all about learning how to build better, healthier connections. And that's going to mean being more diplomatic to avoid unnecessary fights, and, maybe the hardest part, learning to see people as they really are, not just how you wish they were.
Okay, moving on from relationships, let's talk about something just as vital, your health and well-being. And this year for you, it's all tied up in these big themes of service and, of course, self-care.
So there's a really important planetary transit happening in your 6th house, which is the part of your chart that deals with health and daily habits. Basically, it's a cosmic heads-up to pay extra attention to your body. So, watch out for potential allergies, maybe lay off the extra sweets. The good news? Natural remedies are going to be extra effective for you. And listen, even though Mars's position might make you feel like you don't want to hit the gym, trust me, getting active is going to be a game changer for your energy levels.
All right, let's talk money. For Cancers, money isn't just money, right? It's about security. It's about safety. So your strategy for 2026 is going to be a mix of playing it safe and trusting that famous Cancer gut feeling.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Money is a guarantee of security and comfort. And that's not about being greedy. It's about building that nest, that solid ground for you and your family. That's what drives you.
So what does that look like in practice? Well, rule number 1, no sudden, crazy financial moves. Be careful, be deliberate. And you have to trust that financial spidey sense you've got. It's your secret weapon this year. And don't forget that special window we mentioned. The time leading up to April 15th is absolutely prime time for boosting your income. Just make sure you're avoiding any risks that don't sit right with you. Okay, we've done a lot of analyzing. Now it's time for action. This is your playbook. We're going to talk about concrete tools. In Vedic astrology, they're called upayas, which are basically corrective measures to help you navigate this year and have an awesome one.
So if you want to smooth things out in your family life and with your health, here's some things you can actively do. Try to serve others without expecting anything back. Make diplomacy your go-to tool in conversations. Really focus on good nutrition and natural remedies. Get your body moving to balance out your energy. And last but not least, make a real, conscious effort to find the good in people and situations.
And when it comes to your money, here's a super simple 4-step game plan. Step 1, beef up that emergency fund. Make that safety net as strong as you possibly can. Step 2, trust your gut, but always check the facts. Step 3, just say no to risky fly-by-night investments. And step 4, go all in and make the absolute most of that amazing earning period before it ends in mid-April.
So, as we wrap this all up, I want to leave you with one big question. Look, the stars give us a map. They show us the potential roads, the challenges, the opportunities, but a map isn't the journey itself. So I'll ask you, is your story already written in the stars? Or are you ready to grab the pen and write the next chapter yourself? This year, more than ever, that choice is yours.